Everybody, we're live. Sorry for being so late this evening. Had a surprise company followed by a new D&D game that one of my friends is running. I wanted to make sure I was there for the inaugural session. Oops. So here we are back in the last level of Legends of Mario. Aww. I'm gonna blame Steam for that one. We're gonna continue to dig through the Legends lair. Couple of warm-up jumps here to get us going. There we are. Oh, just hovering above. All right. Oh, we had this room pretty good. We got brown room. We had on lock. Gotta jimmy that lock a little bit. It's a little stuck, rusted over on Wednesday. Again, I don't try to. This may or may not be a mistake. Oh. Regrab jump too soon. I'll grab a jump in between the thwimps to make sure I get enough distance on the second one. But I don't 3100. All right. I don't practice off stream. I think it's better to build the what? That one was shenanigans. I'd call shenanigans on that one. I'll make sure every second of growing pains and suffering is captured and broadcast for everybody to enjoy. Oh, come on. I need to exit Steam. People just keep coming in and out and it messes with the emulator. Goodbye, Steam. There we go. Apparently we're dropping some frames. That hasn't happened in a really long time. Too close. Too close. Yeah, meh. Didn't do that right. That is for sure. Oh crap! I just noticed that my head is in front of the stupid social media information. That's better. Bink, is I made my head bigger because it makes more sense for these 4x3 style games. Back to kicking thwomps in the eyeball. Alright, let's go. Man, we got a low bounce there. We got a really low bounce there. I think it was savable, but still dropping frames. Not a bunch. But some. Come on. Gotta get on the first spike. Alright, this time we got it. We're getting out of the brown room this time. Right now. Felt like the one. It didn't. It felt terrible, actually. I hit the spike really low. Oh, I did too good a job getting to that second thwomp. But we're piecing it back together. And we're in there. Look at that. Second room, no problem. Get out of here, purple room. Now into the silver room. The Silver monkeys. I can't believe I never. This might be blasphemous, but I never really liked Legend of the Hidden Temple. Nope. God, you have to jump off of that rope instantly. We made it through though. That was nice. Blue barracudas and red monkeys, and I thought it was I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. Oof, terrible job. I appreciate the cultural significance and that it was a beloved show by many, but I don't know. I mean, I certainly watched a fair amount of it as a child, because, you know, I watched just everything on Nickelodeon. I also didn't like Guts. I thought it always, to me, felt like the kids were purposely tanking those events in Guts. Some of them were challenging, to be sure, but I don't know. I always felt like, did not get over far enough. I always felt like they weren't as difficult as the kids were making them. But, you know, they're just kids. What are they supposed to know about weird physical challenge, obstacle course stuff? Excuse me. You want to play one of the most horrendous games of all time? Track down the Guts Super Nintendo game. Holy shoosh. It controls like you're playing it with your feet. After they've been soaking in a vat of Novocaine. It just is crap, and it's like unpierceable. Like running the obstacle course. Oh, too close to the spike. There's like the game where they have the bungee cords attached to them. They have to like grab the basketball. They jump down to the floor from like the high vantage point they're on, and then jump back up, and they shoot the basket, and then they gotta get back to the basketball. I do not know. Oh, damn it. I do not know. I could never figure out, even like reading the instruction manual, because I was playing this before the internet was a big thing. I'm sure the internet existed, but oh, I missed my ride because I had an itch. I don't know what that minigame wanted out of me. I played it so many times, and like I wasn't getting. Most of the time, you never got the bounce. You never got the jump off the ground to get high enough to even attempt to get the basket, and certainly not bounce high enough to get back. And then shooting the basket just seemed like complete luck on the few times you did get the bounce. And it was a weird perspective. It was like you were behind the kid who was jumping away from you towards the basket. And I'm gonna be quiet for a moment here so I can maybe get this spike. Let's get this spike jump. There it is. Alright, there's no doubt that we're better at that. I love dying to nothing. Stupid spike hitbox. God, what was the name of this stadium? Like, I feel like Guts was played in a stadium that Nintendo named something. Oh. That was just poor. I remember climbing the Astro Crag. What a weird name for a foam mountain. Oh, okay. Well, that time shitty hitboxes worked in our favor. Trying to make sure I carry enough momentum in, but still gotta hit the ball and chain there. Oh, we did not pull back in time. What was it? No, the stadium. I was trying to think of the stadium that they played in. My girlfriend's trying to help me out. You can look it up and text me or something. But yeah, the Astro Crag is what they climbed. They'd have to hit those damn it. They have to hit those switches, like the lights, and foam rocks would come flying at them, and there's only one, as far as I was concerned, there was only one physical challenge game in town on Nickelodeon, and that was Double Dare. In all of its incarnations, both regular and family. I remember one episode, they brought back two families. The one that won the most physical challenges, and the one that answered the most, damn it, questions right. And, what a surprise, the family that answered the most questions right destroyed the physical challenge family, because no question ever got to a freaking physical challenge. Like, weren't they thinking about, didn't somebody think about that? Like, hey, don't we only get the physical challenges if, like, they both don't know the answer? And didn't this team win by, like, knowing all the answers? Oh.
Apparently it was just
the Extreme Arena. The Extreme Arena? Okay, that sounds right. The Extreme Arena. Ah, mistimed it. The Extreme Arena. And the host of that show was one of those, like, there's one thing I liked about Nickelodeon, and that if I ever ran, like, a Twitch channel, like a television channel, this is one thing I would do. A lot of people who worked for Nickelodeon appeared in multiple shows, or would, like, crossover. Oh, come on, Purple Spikes. That's why it's the Purple Room, because I hate those spikes. Would cross over. So, like, the guy that hosted Guts would also, like, appear on other Nickelodeon things, and oh, had a lot with the All That cast too, if I'm not mistaken, just like appearing on other shows. It was the early 90s, man. Heyday for Nickelodeon for sure. That great block of cartoons, Rocko's Modern Life, Doug, Rugrats. Rugrats is never one of my favorite, but it was certainly one of the most popular. I like Doug. Doug Funny and his best friend Skeeter. Honk honk. The subtle nod to the Beatles that I didn't understand as a child, because it wasn't actually subtle, it was just blatant as hell. They liked the beats. I just thought it was a play on, you know, music has beats. Good lord. What was I jumping at there? Billy West, I think, did the voice of Doug. What am I doing? Jumping an hour too soon. Billy West did a lot of voices. Still, to this day, does a lot of voices. Every cartoon show that I know of that Billy West has worked on, God, so close. His he ends he always ends up having a conversation with himself, or sometimes conversations with both of himself, as he'll be like the voice actor for like 2 or 3 characters in a scene, sometimes all the characters in a scene. Like on Futurama, like he did Fry and the Professor. I don't remember what other character. I mean, he did of course, always did a lot of like, you know, non-permanent characters. Did not get that thrown off the drop fast enough. That's just how voice acting in those in a cartoon goes. You get called on to do. You don't hire extras for a cartoon to do some cartoon voice work. You can just take one of your actors and say, do this guy who shouts at you. One of my favorite instances of that is from Futurama, where, damn it, I even tried to low bounce it. Where I think Fryer, the professor, points out a lady bot, and Bender goes, "That's no lady bot." And the lady bot's retort is, "2 more upgrades, I'll be more lady bot than you can handle, stupid." It of course sounds almost exactly like Bender. Futurama was a great show. I think it certainly suffered from being revived too many times. I saw most of the movies. The Beast of the Thousand Backs, and I don't even remember the names of them. But I think that's called all the movies that came out was called the 5th season. Oh, if it's not too low, it's too high. I actually watched the entire first season of Futurama with the commentary up. Come on. Come on. There's no spike there. There's no spike there. These are not munchers that open and close. At least if you put the munchers out there, I could be like, oh, well, the hitbox is the same whether or not the mouth is open and just the mouth is closed. And it's but no, this is just a triangle that is actually a square. I understand limitations of a 16-bit system in this era. Oh, I didn't get over. I knew it was going to bounce too high, so I low bounced it, but I didn't re-grab jump fast enough to float it over. There we go. Much, much better at that first room. Let's not hit the purple spike. There we go. Eesh. I swear to God, there better be a checkpoint after this stupid room. Oh, I knew it was going to be too low. I thought I pulled back. Shameful display. I wonder if there's a reason that this hack uses that half door business so much in there. And we're in. We're gonna get that low bounce. No! Oh, it's so precise. It is so precise. We got to figure out a better way to do that. It's like, what, a 3-tile window or something? Oof. I'm gonna guess that, like, you can't go in one of those low doors if you're big. But I don't know why that would be a concern. Maybe putting the door like that allows you to use it in different ways, or maybe there's like the style. Come on. Nope. Right in the old eyeball. Oop. Back at it. Keep going. We're not slowing down tonight. We're just gonna go. We're gonna hammer it out. That's what I'm talking about. Get in there. And this is a full door. Maybe there's a reason they couldn't put the half door there. Oh, that would have been good. Okay, we're fine. And we're fine again. No, I think it's actually 4, 3, or maybe it's 3. I don't know. However big it is, I wish it was one bigger. I feel like I didn't even have the momentum to get through that. It's got to be... I mean, it has to be a bounce where you release the jump button. Where release and re-grab, I mean. Nice. There's just so much to watch there, like you're paying attention to the saw. There's that little purple spike. Damn it. It's so difficult to see. Nope. In there. I feel like I got on the spike ball way too early there. Like way too early. I think the goal is to, or the best, or the strat, as they say. I don't know why I dropped jump there. Started falling too fast. I think the best strat is to get on the ball as high up in its rotation as possible. Ooh, I disagree. My neck disagrees. I have to stretch it out. Yeah. excuse me one moment. Ooh. Whew. There's a little tension in the back of the neck. I wonder why. What could be causing me tension right now? No. Can't get upset at a game. Especially can't get upset at a single-player game. You have nobody to blame but yourself. You're just getting upset at you. Unless something is just, like, horrendously unfairly designed, in which case, why you're playing the game? You can just turn it off. Oh. Every now and then, we just get off the rhythm of this frickin' spike, and it's very, very frustrating. Oh, it's strange. Now, a multiplayer game, I understand a little more if you get angry at, not people playing poorly, but people being, like, malicious, like trolling or something of that nature. Can't get mad at somebody for having a bad game. We all have bad games from time to time. What was that? What was I attempting there? I didn't even give that thwomp a chance to disappoint me. Okay. Apparently we floated over that thwimp. Same principle applies. If you're for the multiplayer games, by the way, if you're getting supremely mad at a multiplayer game or other people playing that multiplayer game, stop. Just stop playing that game. Walk away. Do something else. Take a shower. People get tilted so hard. It happens to me from time to time. But I try not to, try to be cognizant of that behavior. And, freaking purple spikes, man. They're magnetic, I swear. They have Mario attractors in them. Oh, that was a lot of close calls, but we made it. Gotta aim for where the spike ball will be, not where it currently is. That's not a recipe to hit a moving target. I like how we cleared that room first time tonight, and now we just keep dying on it. Why is the frame drop percentage remaining consistent? It should be decreasing. Although no more frames are being dropped, so... Whoo! At least we can get that in one. I think we're not drifting one way or the other. Just trying to think of, like, what is the best way to do this? Like, we want a little bounce, right? Felt like time ran out. What was that? It was at its peak. I bounced off it when it was at its peak. Frickin' frame rolls, man. Didn't have the power to check for hit detection on every frame. Very smart workaround, but still annoys me. I felt like that jump was low. Alright. And once we get off that second rope, I mean, I can see the ropes above, but God knows what's after that. Just off the rhythm of the spike. There we go. And we're back. Just like that, we're back. Oh, we did not. I didn't get over far enough. Son of a bitch. All right. Remember, even if we don't get farther, we can still get better at the 2 rooms we are getting through. Get more consistent with them. That is progression as well. See, we're making it to the silver room a lot more now. No! Oh, I'll be honest, bonk there was not the way I expected to die. I expected to die in the wall of spikes again. I mean, we've done quick jumps off of ropes before. We had the Carl Sagan level. You had to do a quick jump. Oh, you had to do a we had to do a quick jump off that rope while throwing a shell. Remember that the on-off underground level. That was a fun level. I enjoyed that one. Oops. As soon as I jumped, I knew I was late. I was like, I waited a half second too long, and now I'm just gonna hit that wall and nothing else. Didn't trigger. Did not trigger the thwomp. That's a bad miss. Oops. All right. Let's keep it going. I was like watching the spike jiggle, and my hands took over for the brain. They're like, screw you, we don't need you. Part of me is like, maybe the spike drop time is random. Like, is it more likely the spike drop time is random, or you didn't know how long you were waiting to the left? Okay. Yeah, we're still dropping frames. Very strange. never dropped frames before since we moved. Maybe my internet provider is finally like, he did it. He hit the 2-month mark. Start wrecking their service. They'll never know. Seriously? Is it OBS? I don't know. Ugh. 3,200 deaths. Over 100 deaths in this episode. Woo! There we go. Alright, let's not mess this room up this time. I didn't get over to the saw. I think I got a low bounce on the spike ball there. It's fine. We'll do what we've done the past 3,201 times, and that's get up and do it again. I think there might be 1,000 deaths on just this level. Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on. Get past those purple spikes, Mario. And we did it. Too high. Way too high. Way too high of a bounce. I'm just trying to come in low there. Maybe we don't need, like, all that crazy momentum. Maybe we can just, like, over. It's more about the release and re-grab than it is about the momentum to carry you over. Wow. Just poor play right there. And we're in. There it is. Whew. Wow. That was just horrible. I just let myself float right off the saw. And did not correct it. All right, there we go. Okay. Man, every time I get that room, first try after a fail, it feels great. Just torpedoed right past that ball and chain. I'm so paranoid of that frickin' spike. Oof. That was too far to the left there. If I had a little more to the right, I'd have been in the spike when I was planning to. Ooh, missed the up input on the door that time. And there we go. Oh. Gotta go more up than over right there, and I was pressing hard on the over. Oh. All right, game. All right. Sloppy. Good Lord. There's one other thing I remember about watching Nickelodeon a lot growing up. And I know absolutely nothing about Nickelodeon for like the past 15 years. Because I shouldn't, because I'm not the target demographic. Not to say that I didn't watch Nickelodeon probably well beyond I was its target demographic. But in the mornings on weekdays, it wouldn't be Nickelodeon. It would be Nick Jr. And I hated Nick Jr. But the only channel I really watched was Nickelodeon, so like I wouldn't want to watch other channels, but I wouldn't want to watch Nick Jr. either. Maybe I should have gone outside or read a book. There we go. Oh, yeah, just a little low. The worst is when I make it to that room and die on that first bounce, because I don't even get to try and make the jump that, whew, that was close. That jump that is proving very difficult. I'm actually a little surprised we got on the platform there. I pulled back after the bounce, which meant I should have not gone for it, but I did because I'm bad. Okay. All right. Now we're just dying over and over again. But offset Nick Jr., there was, of course, the classic Nick at Night in the evenings. And I was the only one of my friends who stayed up late enough to even watch Nick at Night stuff. And it was Nick at Night was, if you don't know, it was just like a lot of old shows. Lucille Ball shows on there. Green Acres, Mr. Ed, just like 50s and 60s shows. Maybe 60s and 70s, maybe 50s is inaccurate. They also had Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Oh, we're doing terrible. And that was... Love that show. Start with like the drawn you know, side silhouette of him, and then he would walk into the drawing. It was just like his face and his big belly. Man, there was a master of his craft for sure, but maybe he was a jerk too. I mean, he directed people to throw birds at a lady, so gotta be a little bit of a jerk to do that. Okay. Alright, we're clearly running out of steam tonight. And I'm sorry again for a late show. But unfortunately, the show starts late doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean I can go later. Bedtime does not change, so we're gonna save state, preserve the death count of 3226, and I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. Hope you have a good weekend. Hope to see you back here Tuesday for more Legends of Mario. We'll get through this frickin' tower yet. I'll figure out that jump, and you know, we couldn't bounce off the spike at the start. Now we got that pretty consistent when we're on the rhythm of it. And we'll get consistent at the rest as well. So if you had a good time tonight, again, do encourage you to follow. So if I will go live again, watch us play on YouTube. Encourage you to subscribe to find new videos or posters. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter out there. And I hope you have a good weekend. Hope to see you back here next Tuesday for more Legends of Mario and me being bad at Kaizo. So until then, I'll see you next time.